integral part of your learning in this virtual course is going to be to create a digital learning portfolio. We're going to achieve this using Google Sites. Here's an example of a teacher's learning portfolio using Google Sites. When the teacher came to a training, she simply added a new page and reflected on what she learned for the day. At the end of each module in this virtual course, you will add to your digital portfolio what you've learned in the course, as well as images or videos of that learning taking place in your classroom. Next, let's look at how to get started creating a learning portfolio using Google Sites. First thing we're going to do is navigate to Google Sites. You're already online, so all you have to do is open up a new tab. If you're not using Google Chrome, I would suggest doing that. So when you open up a new tab, we're going to go to sites.google.com/new. If you need to pause at any time to get there on this video, please feel free to do so. Once you go to the site, if you look on the top right hand corner, let's make sure that when you hover over that, that's your email that pops up. If it's not your email, go ahead and click and sign out and make sure you sign in with your Garland ISD email. We are a Google district, so we have unlimited storage within our Google accounts. So we're going to hit this plus button to get started. The Google site website. It's very user-friendly. You can see the first thing that pops up is our very first homepage with some menus on the right-hand side. We're going to go through each of these components as we are adding things on this website to create a digital learning portfolio. To get started, let's go ahead and title our page. And to shorten, we're just going to say DL for Digital Leadership Portfolio. And then putting your first or last name after that. On that title page, if you hover and click, it's going to allow you to change the title. Go ahead and title it with your name. And then beneath it, if you just hit enter, it's going to give you smaller font. We're going to call it Digital Leadership. And you can click outside of that, it'll save it for you. If you want to change the background, you have an option here. If you click on change image, you can upload a picture or you can select one that's by default given to you through Google. Go ahead and select one that you're happy with. And you'll see that it's going to start adjusting your readability so that the font is easy to read. So right now what we're going to do, we've set up a title page. We are going to start creating our digital portfolio outline. So whenever you come back after each module, you'll know how to add the information. Let's talk about these buttons up here at the top. You have an undo and redo button, and you also have an eyeball. If you hover over it, it'll tell you that it's for a preview. So if you click on it, it's going to launch what your live website will look like. And it gives you the option here of what it would look like on a tablet, what it would look like on a phone, or on a larger screen. To get out of that live view and continue editing, we hit this X that appears there, and we're back in editing mode. The very first page we added here, we have pages, is our home page. That's going to be the first thing that people see when they click on your website or your portfolio. It's what we'll be seeing as instructors. And underneath your name, we're going to use this first page as a biography page. So go ahead and click on Insert, and under Layout, make that selection that has an image and text next to it. This is where you're going to add a photograph of yourself. And to add a picture, you hit that plus button and you upload one from your computer. Or you can select one from your Google Drive if you have one saved there. And then let us know what campus you're at and what you teach, and if you're comfortable sharing one personal thing about yourself. Underneath your bio information, we're also going to add a text box with some small amount of information explaining what the purpose of this portfolio is for this course. So we're going to go to the Insert section and click on Text Box, and it'll drop a text box right underneath our bio. If we click in that blue box, we can type in our information. And I have an example here you're more than welcome to use, or you can paraphrase this and use it in your own words. But the purpose of this portfolio is to reflect evidence of my learning and how it impacts my instruction as a digital leader. You have an option here on how you want that text to come across. And you also have the option of choosing color for your background information there. So go ahead and add that information to your site. The cool thing about Google Sites is you don't have to worry about clicking save after every change that you make because it automatically does it for you.